Let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you moved your body and felt good afterward? Not exhausted, not in pain, not wondering if you'd done more harm than good, but genuinely, physically good. Because here's what most people over 60 are never told. The right exercise at this stage of life doesn't just keep you healthy, it rebuilds you. It reverses years of stiffness. It restores balance. It protects your brain. It gives you back energy you thought was simply gone. Today I'm going to share 5 exercises specifically chosen for people over 60. No gym required, no equipment needed for most of them, just your body, a little space, and the willingness to begin. These 5 movements address the 5 things that matter most as we age: strength, balance, flexibility, heart health, and joint protection. Do them consistently, and your body, your confidence, and your independence will thank you. Start slow. Listen to your body. Modify where needed. The goal is consistency over intensity, always. Exercise 1 is walking, the most powerful medicine you're not taking seriously enough. I know what you're thinking. Walking. That's it? But stay with me, because the science behind walking for people over 60 is nothing short of extraordinary. Walking is not a consolation prize for people who can't do real exercise. It is, for the human body over 60, one of the single most effective interventions available, and most people are dramatically underusing it. Walking engages over 200 muscles simultaneously. It strengthens the legs, the core, and, critically, the cardiovascular system, without the joint impact of running. It improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, regulates blood sugar, and reduces the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. But here's what surprises most people. Walking is one of the most powerful brain exercises known to science. A 2022 study found that adults over 60 who walk 30 minutes 5 days a week showed measurable increases in hippocampal volume. That's the part of the brain responsible for memory. Walking doesn't just slow cognitive decline, it can reverse early stages of it. Don't just stroll, walk with intention. Head up, shoulders back and relaxed, core lightly engaged, arms swinging naturally. Stride long enough to feel your hips open. Aim for a pace where you can still hold a conversation, but just barely. That's your sweet spot. You're breathing harder, your heart is working, but you're not gasping. Week 1, 15 minutes once a day. Week 2, 20 minutes. Week 3, 30 minutes. By week 4, try 2 walks a day, a morning walk for energy, an evening walk after dinner for digestion and sleep. If you have a hilly route nearby, use it. Uphill walking builds leg and glute strength in ways flat terrain simply cannot. No outdoor access? Walk indoors. Up and down your hallway, around your living room. March in place during television commercials. Movement is movement. Use walking poles if balance is a concern. They reduce joint strain by up to 30% and engage your upper body simultaneously. They're not a weakness. They're a tool. Exercise 2 is chair. Squats, rebuilding the strength that protects your independence. Here is a truth about aging that nobody says plainly enough. The primary reason older adults lose their independence is not heart disease. It's not even dementia. It's falling. And the primary reason people fall is weak legs. Leg strength is the single greatest predictor of functional independence after the age of 60. And the chair squat is the safest, most accessible, most effective way to build it. The chair squat mimics the most essential movement in daily life: sitting down and standing up. Every time you lower yourself onto a toilet, a car seat, a park bench, your legs are performing a squat. Training that movement means every moment of your daily life becomes safer and easier. Chair squats strengthen the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. They build bone density in the hips and spine, directly countering osteoporosis. They train the deep stabilizing muscles around the knee and ankle, dramatically reducing fall risk. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, not a wheeled chair, not a soft sofa, something solid. Step 1. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing slightly outward, about 10 and 2 on a clock face. Step 2. Extend your arms in front of you for balance or hold them at your chest. Keep your chest proud and your spine long. Step 3. Begin to lower yourself slowly. 3 full seconds going down. Push your hips back as if you're reaching for the chair behind you. Keep your knees tracking over your toes, not caving inward. Step 4. Just touch the chair with your backside. Don't fully sit. Then press through your heels to stand back up. 2 seconds up. Pause. Repeat. If that's too difficult at first, sit down fully, then stand up. That still counts. That is still building strength. Never let perfect be the enemy of good. Begin with 2 sets of 8 repetitions with a 1-minute rest between sets. Over 4 weeks, build to 3 sets of 12. Eventually, try without using your arms for balance. That's when you know your legs are doing real work. Ready for more challenge? Try a single leg variation. 1 foot hovering just above the floor while you lower with the other leg. Even 3 reps per side is extraordinary work. Hold chair back for support. There is no single exercise more important for people over 60 than this one. None. Exercise 3 is wall push-ups. Upper body strength without wrecking your joints. Upper body strength matters more than most people realize after 60. It's what lets you lift groceries without strain, carry grandchildren without injury, push yourself up from a chair or out of bed without help, reach overhead without pain. Traditional floor push-ups are too demanding on the wrists and shoulders for many people over 60, and frankly unnecessary. The wall push-up delivers the same muscular benefits with a fraction of the joint stress. Done correctly, it is a genuinely challenging, genuinely transformative exercise. Wall push-ups engage the chest, shoulders, triceps, and, importantly, the deep stabilizing muscles of the core and back. They train the pushing motion essential to daily life. They improve posture by strengthening muscles that counteract the forward rounding that comes with age and desk work and looking at phones. Good posture is not vanity. It is a health outcome. It opens the airways. It reduces neck and back pain. It signals to your nervous system that you are strong and capable, and that signal matters. Stand facing a wall, arm's length away. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height and slightly wider than shoulder width, fingers pointing upward. Step 1. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. No sagging hips, no raised backside. Engage your core lightly. Imagine someone is about to gently poke your stomach. Step 2. Slowly bend your elbows. 3 seconds. Lowering your chest toward the wall. Your elbows should angle slightly downward, not flare straight outward like wings. Step 3. When your nose is close to the wall, or as close as comfortable, push steadily back to start. 2 seconds. Don't lock the elbows at the top. Keep a micro bend. Start with 2 sets of 10, rest 90 seconds. Over 4 weeks, build to 3 sets of 15. Then try stepping farther from the wall. The greater the angle, the greater the challenge. The natural progression of the wall push-up is to a kitchen counter, then a sturdy table, then a chair back, then eventually the floor. On your knees first, then full. That's a complete fitness journey, right there, without leaving your home. Exercise 4 is standing balance work. The exercise that could save your life. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in an emergency room for a fall. Every 19 minutes, an older adult dies from a fall. Falls are not random bad luck. They are, in most cases, the predictable result of balance that was never trained. Balance is a skill. Like any skill, it deteriorates without practice, and it improves with practice. At any age, even in your 80s and 90s, balance training produces measurable, significant improvements. It is never too late. Balance training strengthens the small stabilizing muscles of the ankle, knee, hip, and core, muscles that rarely get challenged in ordinary daily movement. It sharpens the neurological communication between your feet, your joints, your inner ear, and your brain. It keeps your reaction time fast, so that when you do slip, your body catches itself. Exercise. A. Single leg stand. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Place one hand lightly on the surface, just fingertips, not a full grip. Lift one foot just off the floor. Hold for 10 seconds. Switch sides. That's it. That's the exercise. Don't underestimate it. Over weeks, increase to 20 seconds, then 30. Then try with fingertips barely touching, then no hands, then eyes closed, which dramatically increases the challenge by removing the visual reference your balance depends on. Exercise B, heel-to-toe walking. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe, like walking a tightrope. Take 10 steps forward, turn carefully, 10 steps back. This trains the precise balance and coordination required for navigating uneven surfaces, stairs, and tight spaces. Exercise C, weight shifts. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Slowly shift your weight entirely to your right foot. Hold 2 seconds. Shift entirely to your left. Hold 2 seconds. That's 1 rep. Do 10. Simple, powerful, directly training the lateral stability that prevents the sideways stumble that causes most falls. 5 minutes of balance work every morning, near a counter, before your coffee. That 5 minutes done daily is one of the highest return health investments available to you. Exercise 5 is gentle yoga stretching, unlocking the body. That age has been tightening. Flexibility is the longevity quality that gets the least respect and causes the most silent suffering. The stiffness you feel in the morning, the tightness in your hips when you climb stairs, the tension in your neck and shoulders that never fully goes away, the back pain that color codes your entire day. That stiffness is not inevitable. It is the accumulated result of years of sitting, reduced movement, and connective tissue that hasn't been regularly lengthened. And it responds, sometimes remarkably quickly, to consistent, gentle stretching. Stretching maintains and improves the range of motion in your joints. It reduces muscle tension and chronic pain. It improves circulation to the joints and surrounding tissue. It counteracts the postural changes, forward head, rounded shoulders, compressed lower back, that come from decades of modern life. And done with breath awareness or the yoga way, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol and leaving you calmer, clearer, and more present. The 5-stretch morning sequence. Stretch 1. Cat-cow for spinal mobility. On hands and knees or seated in a chair with hands on knees. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest and tailbone. That's cow. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin and tailbone. That's cat. 10 slow fluid cycles. This is the single best morning movement for a stiff spine. Stretch 2. Seated hip flexor. Stretch sit at the edge of your chair. Slide your right foot back behind you until you feel a stretch in the front of the right hip. Keep your spine tall. Hold 30 seconds. Switch sides. Tight hip flexors are one of the primary causes of lower back pain and reduced walking stride. This stretch directly addresses that. Stretch 3. Standing calf stretch. Face a wall. Place hands on it for support. Step 1 foot back, heel pressed firmly to the floor. Lean forward gently until you feel the stretch in the back of the lower leg. Hold 30 seconds each side. The calf muscles are critical for circulation and balance and are chronically tight in most adults. Stretch 4. Chest opener. Stand tall, clasp hands behind your back, or simply pull your shoulders back and down. Gently lift your chest toward the ceiling. Hold 20 seconds. Breathe into the chest. This directly counteracts the forward rounded posture that restricts breathing and strains the neck. Stretch 5. Seated spinal twist. Sitting in a chair, cross your right knee over your left. Place your left hand on your right knee and gently rotate your torso to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Hold 20 seconds. Switch sides. The spinal twist releases tension in the thoracic spine, massages the internal organs, and restores rotational mobility essential for safe walking and reaching. You don't need a yoga mat, you don't need a class, you need a window with morning light, 10 minutes, and the willingness to be gentle with yourself. Here's how to use these 5 exercises as a complete weekly routine. No gym, no equipment, no confusion. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Walking, 30 minutes. Chair squats, 3 sets of 10. Wall push-ups, 3 sets of 10. Balance work, 5 minutes. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Walking, 20 to 30 minutes. Morning stretch sequence, 10 minutes. Balance work, 5 minutes. Sunday, rest or gentle walk. Extended stretch sequence, 15 minutes. That's less than 45 minutes a day. Most of it can be done in your living room or garden. And the return in strength, in balance, in energy, in pain reduction, in cognitive clarity, in confidence is genuinely life-changing. I want to leave you with this. The body you have today, at 60, at 70, at 80, is not a fixed, declining thing. It is responsive, adaptable, remarkably willing to improve when you give it the right signals. The research is clear. The stories are clear. People who move their bodies consistently in their 60s live differently in their 80s. Not just longer, better, with less pain, more independence, more joy in the physical experience of being alive. You're not too old to begin. You're not too stiff, too weak, too far behind. The only thing that separates where you are from where you could be is the decision to start. Start today. Start with a walk. Start with one chair squat. Start with 10 minutes of morning stretching. That first step, that very first one, is the most important one you'll ever take. Which of these 5 exercises will you start with today? Tell us in the comments below. Share this with someone over 60 who deserves to feel strong and free. Like, tucked, subscribe,